welcome back to Age of Radio Mercury and COSTALK Live mashup. I am super excited because I am here with Wukong, the Monkey King. I am super excited. I want to make sure, Dustin, I'm not hearing a lot of audio in my headset. Wukong, can you say something for me real quick?
How you doing? I'm Ronan Kasai.
All right, there we go. Okay, now I'm good. I'm good, Dustin. All right.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, and he doesn't hear anything, so we're gonna do this because he's in full outfit. Okay, so we are in Black Myth Wukong, the Monkey King outfit, which I'm super excited for. It is a great storyline, but as you can see, Andre, the person underneath the outfit, the cosplayer, is Wukong, and we're going to go deeper into this in a moment, but I want you to kind of see the outfit. Do you mind standing up? Because you also have some other really cool. Can you see this, Deb? Deb, is this showing up here? This is really cool. Did you make this, Andre?
No, I actually bought that.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to get into that. And then do you have the staff? I don't know if you can grab it or if Barry can grab it for you.
Oh. I don't think I can make it.
No.
There we go.
All right. And then we have the actual staff, or like, I guess, is it just the staff? It's staff,
Called
but
a
it does.
Cugel.
What is it called?
Cugel. Cugel.
Oh, nice. So did you make this?
I did not. I purchased this from a buddy of mine.
Did he make it?
He made it.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So it was actually hand. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and you good doing the rest of the interview like with the mask on? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. So Andre, we've actually interviewed before. I can't remember. Was that at Tucson?
Star Killer. It was at Fan Fusion or Game On?
Game On.
Game On.
And you were Star Killer.
And I was in my Star Killer at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've actually, prior to that, we actually had a run-in. You won a competition at, I think, Peoria LibCon.
The Peoria LibCon for my Yacha, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be in that tomorrow.
Oh, that's going to be, that's a really great cosplay as well. So, Andre, tell me a little bit about the cosplay that you have on. Where is it from? And tell me about the process of getting it all together.
Well, Wukong has always been a favorite of mine. Like even the mythology, the Chinese mythology of it. You know, he's a deity. He's basically a god. You know, he's basically like Loki. He's the Loki of Chinese mythology.
Right,
basically, he's a trickster. He's a playster. You know, he plays. He tricks. He's really childlike. Even though he's thousands of years old, he's still real childlike mentally. Always loved the theology of his backstory. Of course, Black Myth recently came out, so that added to it. He became popular again and stuff. So.
And have you played that game?
I have. I have it. Yep.
Did you enjoy it?
It's really hard.
Oh.
It's one of the harder ones. Some fans.
Yeah, if you didn't hear that, people were saying Wukong in the background screaming, and it's awesome.
Yeah, but I like the game. I love the mythology, and you know, I always do characters that mean something to me.
Right.
So like my Star Killer was one of my favorite characters from The Force Unleashed. So I always do characters that have a meaning to me.
Yeah.
And me being older and stuff, I have some of the older cosplays. Bash the Stampede. Shona from Last Dragon, things like that, you know. So, like, I always try to cosplay something from my background, from my history.
Yeah. So tell me, so how did you? Let's talk Let's start with the outfit, and then we'll end on the mask, because I'm really intrigued by the mask because your mouth moves.
Yeah.
So that's really awesome. I hope you guys can see that on the screen. So did you put all this together? Was this sewn?
I did.
So talk about these here. So you made all of this.
Well, the armor on the arm is 3D printed. The armor, the food dog on the shoulder is 3D printed. Everything else is just fabric, PLU leather.
But you put all this, you had to put this all together.
Yeah. It's just glued on the back, and then you run strings through it, and
make it
work.
So then, how about the fur?
Just some random fur that I got from a fabric store that I just cut in a piece, put a little ring on it so it stays on my hand.
Okay, so it stops here.
Yeah, it
probably.
stops on my wrist.
So the ring is what's really holding it on, and then it throws it on the.
And then everything else is pretty much held on by the gauntlets and everything else.
Wow, that is amazing. So when you're
going
through this process, do you sit down and schematic this out? Because you have some and I think Ravencraft, and we were talking about Alphonse earlier too. He was walking around. It's really interesting. There's got to be some prep thinking that goes into
the first thing that I always do when I'm thinking up a concept is, what concept first and foremost. But the next step to that, I draw it out. Front, back, I imagine what I want, how I want it to look, and I draw it out, and then I go from there.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have fur here. This part, the actual
This
outfit.
is faux fur.
Okay. And then the outfit, it's okay. So this is faux fur. And
yeah,
then
this
the
is faux fur.
just an
This
outfit?
is just linen or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, just some random fabric that I found.
Nice.
Sewed up together, made the little flap.
Wow. So tell me about this piece around here. What is this?
So this is probably the only piece that I actually hand did. So these are all wood beads.
Okay.
And it's basically an oversized prayer bead. I laid all of these to the circumference that I wanted, painted them gold, ran a string through it, tied it, and there you go. Easy peasy.
Nice. That's awesome. So how long did well, let's do the mask. What about the mask? Did you make the mask? What's
mask
making
is
the
from a
mouth
mold.
move? Like, tell me about this, because this is amazing.
So I tried to buy a mask, but I couldn't find a mask that I actually liked. Most of them had latex hair, and I just thought that looked cheesy. So what I ended up doing was I bought a mask. I made a latex mold from that, transferred that to gypsum. So I made the mold into gypsum, and then I put latex in it, and then, I moved it around, and then I put the hair in individually.
So you've literally made this entire mask.
Basically.
So how did you get the coloring? Because, I mean,
paint.
So this is all just painting, acrylic paint?
It's all slowly brush painted, all done by hand.
That is amazing. And then, okay, how's that? And because it's molded, then that's kind of like
it
how
was
the mouth
one piece,
moves.
but I cut it along the side so I can actually breathe in it, because it is a latex mask, and I only have two little holes under the nose to breathe.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be able to breathe.
Right,
so,
right, makes sense.
I just cut the mouth so I can move my mouth and have some more air.
Yeah, because when we were setting up, I was over here and I turned to talk to him, and he's talking to me, and it felt like
it adds a little
to
realism
me.
to it.
Right.
Yeah.
It felt literally like the monkey was actually having a conversation with me. So this is amazing. How long did all of this take you to do from start to finish?
All my cosplays, once I start, I'm on it. Again, I'm a contractor. I'm a contractor by trade, so
Okay.
I work 12, 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
I come home, I'll put in 6 to 8 hours on my costume, go to bed, wake up, do it again. So all my costumes usually take about a week to do once I get the concept and start running with it.
Right. Well, so tell me about that, because you're a contractor. What led you into this doing the cosplay? Because I've known you probably for roughly about a year now.
Yeah.
We've had a full conversation
Right.
like this, but you always have these elaborate cosplay. So did you start off by just doing stuff around the house and putting them together to do cosplay, or did you start with the 3D printing, or what? How did that work?
I started out with EVA foam.
Okay.
So like the first couple of really good, decent cosplays I did, I started making EVA foam from patterns. Then I started making my own patterns. Then I got a little more into it. I taught myself how to sew, how to crochet, how to do lace work. So pretty much every aspect of my cosplay that I've done, it's all self-taught in the year and a half that I've been cosplaying.
Yeah, and just so everybody can catch that, it's been a year and a half,
About
and he
that.
taught himself all that stuff along the way to make these cosplay. So why is making the cosplay so meaningful for you, or why is that the thing that because if you're a contractor and you're trying to be like, okay, I need to find a hobby, or I need to find something to
Right.
add maybe fulfillment to a piece of my life that's missing, what gravitated you specifically towards doing?
Honestly, it all comes down to depression.
Okay.
I'm 50 years old, so I'm kind of getting up there in age.
Yeah.
It's
I'm 40. I'll be 42 on Tuesday, and I don't now think 50 is older, but I think that if you're younger, you think 50 is really older. I don't think that that's the case really.
Well,
anymore.
I'm around a bunch of
Feel-
20-year-olds all day.
Oh, yeah, so
so
you've got-
they're
oh.
yeah, so the difference is obvious.
Yeah, you
there.
see okay, that
so
makes sense. Okay.
But for me, it was totally
Yeah.
depression. I just needed something to focus my mind on.
Right.
And it came naturally because I've only held 2 jobs in my life. I was an automotive mechanic and a contractor. So working with my hands comes naturally. Paints, different things like that. It
Right.
kind of comes naturally. I can conceptualize almost anything. I build houses.
Okay.
I do the blueprints. I build houses from the ground up. So building something comes naturally.
Nice.
So, basically that's what it goes. It's kind of an easy thing for me because that's kind of what I do in my normal day to day.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So what about like when you get into a hobby like this? This takes a lot of time. It takes energy. You're married, or you have a partner, or
I'm
no,
single.
You're single.
Yep.
Okay, so you're single, so it kind of helps fulfill some of that time.
Some
as
of that
well.
empty space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Why, when you're thinking, so were you always prior to you getting into cosplay, were you involved with video games and with comic books and anime? And
I'm a gamer. I've been in comic books all my life. I draw, so I'm an artist.
Got it.
Again, so like these things are everything from my history, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Anime has always been a part of my life. Ninja Scroll, Vash the Stampede from Trigun.
Yeah.
Two of my favorites, Afro Samurai.
Yeah,
you know.
that's a good one.
So, and I've done all of those cosplays already. So
Got
I've
it.
done Afro Samurai, I've done Vash the Stampede, you know. So anything from my childhood that I wasn't able to do when I was younger, because I come from a large family, so we never had a whole lot of money.
Got it. Yeah.
So now that I'm older and I actually have money to do it, you know, it makes me happy to do it. So I just keep doing it.
Yeah. What has been your favorite cosplay that you've made so far?
This one.
This one. So why? Tell me why.
Between this one and my Predator.
Your Predator's really good. If you guys watch us live tomorrow, I'll try to get some snapshots of it and throw it up on our Instagram.
My Predator will be here tomorrow.
His
definitely.
Predator is really good. I don't know if I'll have it. I'll try to get it on video if not. But your Predator is really good. And this one is probably one of my favorite. It just seems like this one's so realistic. It seems like you're actually here as the Monkey King. And so are they your favorite because of how they turned out? Are they favorite because of the process that you went through? What makes them your favorite?
They're my favorite because of half of it is how it turned out. The other half is the creative process.
Okay.
So, like, I really enjoyed building this and building my Yautja. So those are probably the times where I'm happiest building.
Yeah.
So these are probably my two favorite right now.
Awesome. You're part of Arizona Cos. Are you part of the Arizona Cosplay group?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about Arizona Cosplay. I know that prior you were with AZ Heroes United, I believe, and you know now there's a new group that you're a part of, AZ Cosplay. What is AZ Cosplay trying to bring to the community, and what are some of the things that you're looking forward to from the group?
So AZ Cosplay, as in the word cosplay, it's not COS, it's CAUSE. So there's always a cause. So we do nothing but charity.
Okay.
You know, Kyle prints out tons of stuff for charity. I bring stuff from home that I've made that I don't use anymore, and everything goes to charity. And that's something that I hold dear to my heart because we should always give back to less fortunate. And I always tell my kids, even my kids and I, we go to the soup kitchens for Christmas, and I always try to show them there's always somebody less, worse off than you.
Yeah.
So you should always be humble and help out when you can. You know, we're Christians, so, we try to do as much as we can for what we can do.
Of course.
So that's a big part of what we do. And, of course, the cosplay. I love to suit up. I'm happiest when I'm suiting up.
Yeah.
Even in 100-degree weather, I'm happy doing this, even when I'm sweating underneath everything. But it makes me happy to do it. So I do it because it makes me happy. For the most part.
What are some of the just a few more questions, Andre. I appreciate your time. What is a cosplay? So this one, is this the first time that you've worn this anywhere?
This is the second. I wore this to Sabatine.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, and so are you planning already to make your next cosplay, or is there going to be a time where you just kind of do these for a little bit, or what does that process look like? And if you're working on a new one, are you open to sharing what you're working on?
Absolutely. So right now I'm working on a couple new ones. I've already got the concepts down. I'm gathering material so I can start the actual build process. So my next cosplay is going to be Noel the Symbiote King.
Okay.
And after that, I'm going to be building a...
And what's that from, just in case?
Marvel Universe.
Okay, so it's sort of the Marvel.
So like
symbiote,
Venom,
right,
Carnage,
okay.
he's the one who created them.
Got
so
it, right.
He would
And that's
be
what I was
their
pretty
father.
sure that you were referring to, but in case I didn't remember correctly or someone didn't remember correctly, thank you so much.
Right, yeah. But Noel would be my next one up. I have an Omega Red in concept.
Oh, that one is.
That's going to be cool.
I'm excited.
I'm trying to figure out how to have the articulated whips.
That would be so awesome.
So I've been talking with Kyle a lot. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the snakes, the little snakes, and just upsize it.
Got it.
Without the head, so I can have the articulated whips.
That's really cool. Are you located in Tucson? Or are you located?
I'm in Phoenix.
You're in Phoenix, okay.
Central West Phoenix, yeah.
You just met Kyle because I know Kyle's located in Tucson.
Well, me and Kyle met through Heroes United.
Okay, that's what I.
We meshed because we're so similar. In personality.
Yeah.
He's a real good friend. I do anything for him. He helps me out whenever he can.
That's awesome. Kyle's
so
a good guy.
we clicked together, and then when both of us we had kind of a fallout with Heroes United AZ. They let him go, and I kind of felt, I felt some type of way about it.
Yeah.
So, and then they let me go right afterwards. So I was like, okay, well, let's do our own thing, dude.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So we've been doing that for like a few months now, and we're gaining speed now, so we're getting invited to different cons.
Okay.
I believe we got an invite to Game On next year, so that's going to be awesome.
Awesome. That's so exciting.
Yeah, so we're trying to build the brand a little bit more, put our name out there, get some more events to do.
Absolutely.
Because we all love cosplay, we're all builders,
course.
we all build our own stuff.
What's the next event that you guys have planned for this year? Or do you have, or is this the year getting pretty
I
close
believe
to
they're
going to
be in Tucson coming up on the 22nd, I think, but they're going to be at Tucson Trunk or Treat.
Okay, got it. Okay.
But I think our next big thing that we're going to be doing, I believe we're going to go to Superhero Saturday come January.
Nice. Just for my last question for you, Andre, and again, I appreciate your time. What is something that you recommend for anybody that wants to get started in cosplay?
Just do it. Just get started in cosplay. Just do it. Have fun with it. It's always great to do something that you're interested in because you can put that much more passion into it. So I just suggest if you're going to, if you into cosplay, even if you're not into cosplay, just try it out.
Yeah.
And the feeling that you get from it is a feeling that you pretty much can't get anywhere else.
That's awesome.
So it's awesome.
No, thank you so much, Andre. Where are you so Arizona Cosplays at AZCause, CAUSE play on social media.
Yes, sir.
And then where are you on social media
I'm
as well?
on social media.
Okay.
My tag there is Ronin Kasai, RONINKASAI.
Perfect.
And all my cosplays are there, and that's just for cosplay.
Awesome. Well, Andre, thank you so much for being on the program today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You're welcome anytime. And again, we are continuing our live streaming from Wukong 2025 in Mesa, Arizona. And again, this is Mercury, your home for podcasting and pop culture news, but we're doing a mashup on the COSTALK live streams as well because Thermo and Jinx put all of the cosplay stuff together, and they did the cosplay showcase, which we are going to go and set up for now, and it will be live streaming in about 2 hours. So we're really excited about that. We're going to have some other guests from AZ Cosplay. Danielle and Brandon from Husky Hubby Cosplay are actually going to help us do some of the commentating for that. So make sure that you subscribe to this, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live in a few more hours. And again, my name's Jeremy, and as I always say, be thankful, grateful, and kind, and we'll talk with you guys soon. Bye.